there's a lot of talk about the role of social media in shaping vaccine confidence and in vaccine decisions. It's extremely important, but we mustn't forget about the traditional media, broadcast media, newspapers. Even though these media are under a lot of pressure, commercial pressure, less time and less resources, they still play a huge role, because even if you read something on your phone or you see it on Facebook or someone shares a story on WhatsApp, a lot of these things still originate on mainstream newspapers or the websites of newspapers. So for that reason, journalists still matter. So it's very important for the public health community to engage with journalists. And that doesn't mean just making demands of journalists, but in understanding the pressures that they're under and responding in a way that meets their needs. What I mean is that journalists want to be responsible. If you see the MMR crisis 20 years ago, a lot of journalists have deep regrets about this and they don't want to repeat that because clearly the media was part of the problem. But at the same time, journalists don't have a public health mission. Most of them get into this to expose inconvenient truths or maybe speak truth to power, or they get in because they want to entertain or tell stories. They don't really get in to improve public health. That's not their goal. And when they go to the workplace, they find that the pressure they're under is more commercial. They have less time, they're expected to do more, to cover a broader range of stories. So there are fewer specialist health and science journalists now. So you have to consider these things when you make demands of a journalist and consider how you should make their lives easier. So I think while it's important for public health community to engage with journalists and to explain to them the perspective of the public health community, they need to listen also to the demands and needs of the media and to give them stories and information that will suit both sides. And in that way, you can have a symbiotic relationship.